A warning. The following footage may contain distressing images. Some of the language used may cause offence.
So I just heard you just say no.
You can just turn it off. There's another room with the sept.
Do you feel like you're being touched?
I'm not too sure, but I think I just seen a shadow figure.
It's on vibrate. It's like it's vibrate.
It takes a while.
Very cool.
The land in which E.I.P. Castle sits was once used for druids to perform rituals. A previous castle is said to have stood where the current castle is located today. E.I.P. Castle is thought to have been built in the early 1500s by the O'Bannon clan. They were subordinate chieftains under the rule of the sept. The castle has seen so much bloodshed. Legend states that two brothers of the O'Bannon sept contested the title of being head chieftain by both jumping off the rocky outcrop where the castle was to be built. The survivor would claim ascendancy. E.I.P. was the primary stronghold of the sept. Heavily fortified, it was used to guard the pass through the Sleeve Mountains. The O'Carrolls were ferocious, known for ruthless tactics, yet they were often killed by their own relatives. John O'Carroll, circa late 1400s, died at E.I.P., suffering from the plague. His son, Mulrooney O'Carroll, took over ownership of the castle and the sept for the next 40 years. He died in 1532. From then on, brutality ran its course. One act of savagery included a brother murdering his own brother in the bloody chapel. One of the brothers was a priest. He was performing a mass in front of his family. The other brother burst into the room, fatally plunging his sword into the priest, eventually killing him. Another immoral story attained is that of a celebrating feast. The MacMahons were invited to the castle by the O'Carrolls, yet instead of paying them for their efforts over a rival sept, they poisoned them. In the 1900s, workers found the oubliette behind a wall in the chapel. At the bottom of the shaft were skeletal remains found to be stockpiled. Wooden spikes extending down to 8 feet below were used to impale unfortunate visitors. It is thought the O'Carrolls used a trapdoor to get rid of their unwanted guests. As a result of the discovery, 3 cartloads of bones were removed from the site. The Darbys inhabited E.I.P. Castle from 1642 until its burning in 1922. In 1974, it was purchased by Peter Bartlett. Since 1991, the Rhines took over the ownership of the castle. Talented musician Sean and his wife Anne continued to restore the castle. There is a considerable amount of paranormal phenomena reported at this location. Here are just a few of them. An elemental entity is associated with this site. These types of beings are mostly summoned up during rituals. Its presence is defined by a sense of dread, cold temperature drops, and a horrific odour, similar to a decomposing corpse. The elemental, otherwise known as it or thing, revealed its identity to a past owner of the castle, a Mildred Darby, circa 1909. The last account she had with the elemental visiting her was in 1915. It appeared above on the gallery in the main hall. Mildred described it only being a couple of feet tall, with piercing eyes and human-like features. It left her in terror. The ghosts of two young sisters, Charlotte and Emily, are said to haunt the spiral stairs of the property. They have been heard running up and down, playing together. Their story is tragic. Emily died after falling from the top of the battlements. Charlotte has been seen running after her sister whilst calling out her name. Finally, a ghost described as the Red Lady is said to walk the rooms of the castle holding a dagger. Introducing the teams and investigators for the evening. Jenny O'Sullivan Sunyasi, Stritch, Aoife Downs, and Aidan Quinn of Emerald Isle Paranormal Research. Also, Gary Waters and Sam Hunter of Ghost Searchers Ireland. We joined the two teams at the start of the investigation up in the bloody chapel on the second floor.
Okay, Eva's going to say the prayer again in Irish, and I want you to finish it when she stops.
Shake the back of work, fall on the broken, and tear the lamp to Spania who is Renault, and it's like the our vehicle. Creation.
Do you remember Gary? He was the first team that ever came here.
More views now.
Yeah, we were here about 14 years ago, me and my wife, and a group of other investigators. We came here and we don't believe we catch nothing, so I came back 13, 14 years later to try to come away from here believing that there is spirits within these beautiful walls. We've got devices all over the place here that you can leave a message on them, you can go and talk to them. This will probably be the only chance that you have, because we come here very experienced in what we do within this field, and that is looking for possibly a doorway to the other side. That's the end of the light on for E.I.P. purposes. 3. Okay, well, that's all right, guys.
Hi, my name's Aidan. If you are here with us, can you make your presence be known by either making a noise, make a tap sound, or speaking into one of the devices?
Sorry guys, anybody got a lighter?
Oh, no, I don't have an
Yeah, I do, yeah.
There is a, see here, see just here, there is a breeze, yeah.
Ah, the windows here.
If it just, when you're standing, there was like an anomaly, just came down. I know it's dusty in here.
That's what I thought I was saying there.
Oh,
Yeah, it was just, it came down your
Right
side,
there,
Jenny,
yeah.
or who's, is it good or camcorder or something? It just came down your left side.
You can feel it.
No, that's the only time that I've seen
I
this.
don't know if it's just a mist from the cold or.
I don't know, we can see CCTV cameras here 15 years ago. Downstairs by the gas station, you can see thousands and
Yes,
thousands of
yeah.
bells. But what technology has, obviously it's more advanced now, when the IR lights are more enhanced and brighter. The brighter the IR light, the less you see this. But that's the only time I've seen it happen.
Thought it was like a mist, it looked like a
You seen
cloud.
it?
Yeah, it looked like a cloud.
Are you standing beside us? Do you want to touch one of us?
Hi, it's Mary. Do you have any particular message for any specific person? Even just one word into the recorder that would make sense to that person? What
So I
is
was
that?
tagged, there was something there.
Light behind the door
No,
window.
it was like,
229.
I just tagged that.
2129.
What is the significance of the window to my left? If you can tell us something about that.
Show us a sign you're here.
Did you?
Okay, that's pretty interesting. So the reason why we do this, you get always get somebody to call out, you know, it's not to use up time or whatever, but.
Is it tapping, is
We
it?
toy there with
Yeah.
the bell, can you ring the bell if there's any children here?
Did you just, yeah, just behind him?
Behind that, the side doors, you know, yeah.
Was it probably just gone up the little laugh? That wasn't me laughing. Either. I think they just having a laugh.
How about you right now?
Anthony walks back up to the bloody chapel, where upon entering a discovery is made. The two teams locate a secret chamber up above in the chapel. Okay. Shall I close the door or? Gary, is it?
Yeah. I don't know.
Joe.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Someone open the door now?
No.
Huh?
Yeah.
I'm going to pull you up.
I wouldn't, if I got up, I wouldn't get down. Nope. What's going on?
It's nothing really. Nothing exciting. Nothing too exciting anyway.
Can't wait to see them getting down. Getting up is the easy part.
It's like an escape passage.
Oh.
Just a bit
You take pictures?
It takes you onto the roof.
It's called Leave Castle.
Not enough diamonds.
No, it's just getting down now, lads, is it?
So you two have to be the...
Basically, what was standing on there,
Yeah, there is a wee bit of a breeze. That's what that was.
The two teams head down to the main hall on the first floor to do a calling out vigil, followed by a spirit ghost box session.
Would you like to sit beside me? Are you behind me? John, you can help it. Did you say something to the ladies? Do you feel that you're being touched? Yes, we are.
No, not I heard. It's me. Did you not
It's
hear
me, I heard you.
It's clear as day. It's
Yeah.
me.
I thought it was yes, we are.
No,
Yeah,
it's me.
Yes, it's me.
Okay, who's me? Tell me your name.
Could you make that noise again? We heard you. Make it louder, please. Make it nice and nice.
Oh, you what?
That's what it sounded like.
Was it? I think I will sit there and see.
You heard it too, didn't you?
Okay, I'm going to come and sit down. I remember the last time you touched me on my neck. I don't know if it was you or not, but you made me jump. So now I'm sitting down here. I'm pulling my collar of my t-shirt down. Do you want to touch me again? Okay, if you're anywhere near me, can you make the lights of the ball go off? Come on, sit beside me, touch my leg, touch my arm. Do you want another female to come over and sit down and take my place? And if you do, you have to let the lights of the ball go off.
You did well. I was used to be there.
The next period of the investigation saw Aidan Quinn from Emerald Isle Paranormal Research head up to the Bloody Chapel on the second floor to do a lone calling out vigil. Meanwhile, everybody remained in the main hall for the seance session. It didn't take long for Aidan to sense stuff up on the floor above.
I'm not too sure, but I think I just seen a shadow figure.
Midway through the seance, Gary starts to feel a sensation on his left shoulder.
The little girl that died here, I know you're still playing in this. That used to be your home.
I'm not kidding you, but I could swear something touched my left shoulder. I don't know if it's a muscle spasm, but it felt like something touched my left shoulder.
Okay, we'll keep going then.
Sorry, Jimmy, before you go on. Just heard it was new.
After the seance had been completed, Aidan spoke through the walkie-talkie, relaying what he asked the spirit world to do and whom they should affect.
The only chance that Gary touched on his left shoulder.
You can't be
But back
fucking kidding me.
Are you shitting me? He got touched on his left arm.
It
Yeah.
looks my left shoulder.
top, I said the top, yeah, I thought I said top.
So they get me out because I up here and actually touched on his left shoulder.
Remember Gary said he got touched on the left arm?
Oh, you got touched.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was my shoulder.
Yeah, you did.
He sat here and involved in a seance and he goes, guys, I feel like I just got touched on my left arm.
No, it's
How
my
long
left
ago
shoulder.
did you say that? Was it the left shoulder you
Yeah,
got
it's my left
touched?
shoulder, yeah.
That's right.
Aidan returns to the main hall where a spirit ghost box session is about to commence.
What?
What is it, Sydney? If the spirit that touched me in the shoulder, who are you?
There's a breath there.
Huh?
There was a breath.
Breath?
Yeah.
Okay, Anthony got a breath.
You got a break?
Yeah, it was just when at the end of it.
Cormac, is it true that you don't like women? Oh, Cormac, is it true that you like women too much and you touch them and you laugh at them? Yes. Oh, yes, he does. Yeah.
You didn't tell me what colour this is. I don't know what I'm nearly sure that is. I think it is red.
Yes.
That's
and
it,
then
I think it is red.
with a few words. Do you want to hold them in your hand and see if they can tell you what colour that you're holding?
Right, we're going to do one more just to confirm
Oh, no.
100% that you can see this.
Behind your back.
No,
Or
put a
even
colour
behind the
underneath.
table.
Put a card underneath and see what they know what card you've got underneath. What was in your card? Okay, I'm going to ask you what colour card did Sam put underneath the cloth on the table?
Green.
But we all heard the colour green.
Can you make that a little bit clearer for us? What is the name of the castle that we are sitting in tonight? Play cards. Do you have play cards? Do you want to keep playing cards?
Do you still want to play the card game? What I'd like you to do, if you want to talk to somebody at this table, we're going to say our names, and when I take my hand off the speaker, you say the name of the person you want to talk to, okay? You ready? So my name is Gary.
My name is Mary.
My name's Aoife. Josie.
Jack. Aidan.
Jenny?
Sam.
Anthony.
Who do you want to speak to?
Jenny.
I thought it said Jenny.
Yeah,
Like a little girl,
I heard it
Jenny.
twice. I heard it
Yeah.
twice. Okay. Do you want to, can I play a game with you? What did you say? I thought it was alright. Can you tell me the name of the colour that I put down? Okay, what colour do you want me to put down next? Okay, I'm gonna put down blue. What's the other colour you want me to put down? Is it green or red? Okay, what colour do you want me to put down next? You tell me what to do. You tell me what to do. Tell me what colour you want me to put down next. Oh, yeah, I know that. What's the colour? What is the colour I want to do? You tell me what to do. Tell me what colour you want me to put down next. Oh, yeah, I know that. What's the colour? What is the colour that I have left in my hand? I'll call out questions for someone else as well, if that's alright. Did you hear that?
To gather a clearer response, another calling out vigil ensued.
See what's happened?
Yeah.
Did you hear that?
That's definitely.
That's definitely upstairs.
It's we see. Do you want me to go back up there again on my own? If so, can you make a sound again, please?
Say the best time for paranormal evidence is between 12 and 3 in the morning. Sure, you call it. That's what you said. It was pretty interesting.
Me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Make sure you hear me.
Is there anyone? Is there anyone watching us from the balcony? Right.
Make sure you hear me.
Is there anyone? Is there anyone watching us from the balcony?
Who's that everyone watches? You listen? Should we listen?
No, I didn't.
You listen?
Can you whistle from upstairs? Can you copy me? He's upstairs, he has to hear me. Or she. Can you whistle back down? Copy me? He's upstairs, he has to hear me. Or she. Can you whistle back down?
Soon after, E.I.P.R decided to head up to the gallery. It was when returning back to the rest of the group that she experienced an unsuspected surprise. She fell down the spiral staircase, injuring her elbow. She stated she felt a push. Surprisingly, no recording equipment picked up on the incident. What was bizarre was what appeared to be a red residue left on the step of the stairs, yet E.I.P.R had drawn no blood. Anthony decided to wait quietly on the spiral stairs, hoping to encounter a cagey phantom.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that?
Did you say blood?
The investigation ended shortly afterwards. Days later, Jenny from Emerald Isle Paranormal Researchers managed to pick on a fascinating voice that had popped up over the spirit box. Leb Castle is known for its turbulent characters, but this was different. It was assumed during one of the spirit box sessions that one of Jenny's friends, who had sadly passed away, was present. To clarify if her friend was in contact, Jenny asked a personal question. Listen in closely.
Neve, when I go and visit you, who do I take with me? I'm going to tell you what I take with me to see if you can all hear it. Dogs. I take my dogs with me. There's 2 big dogs I take with me.
It goes to show that there can be a lighter side amidst terrible fortune. I won't see you next time. I'll see you in the near distance.